Sylvia Keene was 22 when the shadows first started whispering her name. At first, she dismissed them as tricks of exhaustion, late nights at university, too much caffeine, too little sleep. But the whispers grew louder. Objects moved when she was alone. Her reflection seemed to smile seconds later than she did. She told no one, not even her closest friend. Instead, she scribbled in journals, convinced she was documenting proof that demons had chosen her as their vessel. The worst part wasn't the voices. It was the feeling that something inside her, a darker, sharper version of herself, was waiting to take control. Every night she fought for ownership of her body. Every morning she woke exhausted, bruises on her arms and scratches on her skin, as though her alter ego had clawed its way out while she slept. And still, the shadows whispered, "Soon, you'll be ours." Sylvia's days blurred. In class, she'd lose track of time, suddenly finding herself scribbling symbols she didn't understand across her notebook. Her professors avoided her eyes. At home, mirrors became unbearable. Once, she glimpsed her own face smirking cruelly, while hers remained still. She started locking herself in her apartment at night, hoping to cage whatever lived within. But the locks would be undone by morning. She recorded herself sleeping, desperate for answers. The footage revealed her standing in the corner for hours, whispering to someone unseen. Her voice was not her own. It was deeper, layered, almost inhuman. Terrified, she brought the recordings to a local priest. He refused to watch after a single glance, muttering prayers and urging her to seek medical help. Sylvia was convinced the church couldn't handle what lived inside her. This wasn't an illness, this was a legion. But she agreed, reluctantly, to visit a doctor. Dr. Howell listened patiently as Sylvia spilled her fears, the whispers, the scratches, the laughter echoing from mirrors. After hours of questioning, he leaned forward, his voice calm but firm. "You're not possessed," he said. "You're suffering from schizophrenia. These are hallucinations, symptoms of a serious but treatable illness." Sylvia's chest tightened. She shook her head violently. "No, you don't understand. I have proof. I've seen them." He placed a hand gently on hers. "Your mind is playing tricks. With therapy and medication, you can fight this." Tears blurred her vision. She wanted to believe him, wanted to accept the promise of healing. But behind his words, she heard laughter, the low, guttural laugh that had haunted her nights. Her reflection in the office window grinned, baring teeth too sharp. "He lies," the other whispered in her mind. "Only I tell the truth." That night, Sylvia returned home with her prescription still untouched in her pocket. Her apartment felt colder than ever, the shadows thicker, alive. Sylvia clutched the pill bottle, hands trembling. "You don't need them," the voice whispered. She stared at her reflection in the black screen of her television. It stared back, lips moving even though hers did not. "He wants to silence me. But I am you. I am stronger." "No," she whispered, tears streaking down her face. "You're not me. You're something else." The reflection laughed. "Without me, you are nothing. Weak, helpless. Let me in and you'll never be afraid again." The lights flickered. Sylvia dropped the bottle. Pills scattered across the floor. Her body stiffened, as though invisible hands held her in place. The reflection stepped forward, out of the screen, out of her mind, until it stood before her. It looked exactly like her, except the eyes, black and endless. With a single, swift movement, it reached for her throat. The next morning, neighbors reported screams echoing through the building at 3:15 a.m. By sunrise, Sylvia Keene was found lifeless in her apartment. The cause of death was ruled as suicide, though the details were unclear. No note was found. Only broken glass, overturned furniture, and scattered medication littered the floor. Dr. Howell attended her funeral, heavy with guilt. He had tried to help, but perhaps too late. Her journals, collected by her family, told a different story. Pages upon pages describing demons, whispers, and a shadow self she called the other. Most dismissed it as the writings of an unstable mind, but some who read the final entry shivered. In jagged handwriting, smeared with ink, Sylvia had written, "I told him it wasn't sickness. It was her, and tonight, she wins." Thanks for watching. Is there anything you'd like to see in a short horror story? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe.